Good morning, everybody, and welcome out to Board Game Breakfast on the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yi.
I'm Wendy Yi.
And good morning, I'm Eric Summer.
Eric, you're sporting a Board Game Breakfast mug. How
I am. I got it at one of our fine conventions. I believe Dice Tower East. I went home with this fine beauty.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
It is fine, but you have to hold it with your left hand to show it from the outside. It's a little
Fortunately, I'm left-handed.
awkward.
Ha-ha! Gotcha there, Wendy.
Oh, it was made for you.
You got Inigo Montoya, son.
Actually, that means you were made for this show.
I was destined to be here.
You were, because those mugs were created before you joined. And so it was meant to be.
It was meant to
Prophecy foretold.
be. Yes. Yeah. If you want to buy a mug just like Eric has, you can go to the Dice Tower merchandise store. You can register to go to Dice Tower East. Registration's open now. You could go to Dice Tower West, and we might have some mugs there. That would be wild.
I don't know if we have mugs there, but we'll see.
Wild mugs.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You email me personally,
And Chris will mug you.
and you give me 7,000 cryptocurrencies, I'll get you a mug. I don't even know what current cryptocurrencies have not imploded and gone goodbye. Is Dogecoin still a thing?
Doggy coin? Is that the same thing?
Sure.
I always pronounce it as doggy coin. I wish I knew less about the internet. Folks, this is Board Game Breakfast. We have a couple of exciting things going on. We're going to be doing our Eye Catchers, a top 10 list. And I am in charge today of a little game show. And I'm making a little throwback to something from yesteryear that you might remember. So we're going to be doing that. But we got a couple of really cool things. First,
We have some awesome people that Eric would like to thank for helping us with our
GameFound
cool
from last year.
GameFound.
I would like to thank them. Specifically, a shout out to Jeff from Tabletop Toolbox.
Jeff,
Also,
Jeff.
Post-apocalyptic Jake and the Zeks of Zekhaven.
Zekhaven.
Of course.
Also Joel Yao. Samuel
Yao.
Carey. Someone named Odd Glowdeck. If that is your real name, Mr. Glowdeck, I would love to meet you and shake your hand at some point.
If he even has hands.
That's fair.
Also John Kotalski.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Samuel Carey. Sarn Vandenbrink.
Yeah.
Zach Schaefer, and a mysterious personality who says, I bought 2 shout-outs. The first is for Tommy from Texas, and the second is from the Radio Shack Battery of the Month Club.
Battery of the Month Club.
Man, I missed out my chance to join the Battery of the Month Club, I tell you what.
Oh.
They closed registration a while ago.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of those like little button batteries you get, because there's like 2 main sizes, right? But I'm sure there's other sizes out there.
Oh,
You think you just get a random battery in the mail? Is that how that worked?
Look, if you sign up for a Battery of the Month Club and you start complaining that too many of them are for hearing aids, I think you misunderstood the target audience of the Battery of the Month Club.
Also,
I have a quick correction before we get into anything else. I have a quick correction.
Please.
You mentioned playing a game this week. We played a game 2 weeks ago of this game, League of the Lexicon, which was the fun word game we tried out. I made a mistake and misattributed the publisher of this fine product.
How could you?
I know. And, in the publishing world, they're like, it'd be really nice if you said the correct publisher. This is from Adams Media, which is an imprint of Simon & Schuster. And they're, Simon & Schuster's big name publishers, so I wanted to make sure I got that right. And, go to Simon & Schuster if you want
Schuster.
No, they didn't pay for a shout out. They just made a game. No.
Oh, they didn't pay for the Echo.
Exactly. Yeah. The Echo is what costs extra, okay? If you go to this year's GameFound, make sure to pledge extra for the Echo, okay?
Echo.
Michael Hansen says, Odd is a normal name in Norway.
Oh, I did not know that.
The statement still stands. Eric would like to meet Odd Glowdeck.
I would like to meet Odd Glowdeck.
Is Glowdeck a common surname, though?
We'll have to find out. But first, we're going to hear a word from our sponsor. Actually, we're going to hear a word from me about our sponsor, the excellent Grip Mats.
Christopher Glowdeck's son.
We'll be right back. This show is sponsored by GripMat, who makes custom play mats for many of your favorite games. With their custom grip surface, you can keep cards and tiles in place without worrying about messing up the gameplay. Or you can get one without the grip surface if you just want a great-looking mat. Whether sprucing up a hot new title or an old classic, consider picking up a grip mat in the Etsy link below.
Alrighty, so it is eye catcher time, minus the echo, and I get to start.
Echo's gone.
Echo,
it's turned off.
completely gone. This is a small room. We specifically have insulation around so that it doesn't echo, and I honestly don't know how it appeared in the first place.
Well, we paid extra for the echo effect.
Oh, okay. I just really had no idea that was happening.
All right, so my eye catcher.
What?
What was that?
You have to pay to put it back in. Yeah.
My eye catcher for today actually just came out recently, and this is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I have not played this because I don't own a Switch 2, and I probably won't for another year or two just because I'm replaying regular, what is it, Tears of the Kingdom? I guess that's not regular. Is Breath of the Wild considered regular? Then it's Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom is Diet Zelda.
Yeah, so if you've been following the story of Zelda, Zelda went back in time in Tears of the Kingdom.
Gotta get back in time!
And so this game takes place with the back in time, and it is not the open world Breath of the Wild style, but instead it's like a hack and slash. You got a whole bunch of just waves of guys coming at you, and you get to use all these cool tools, and you get to play a bunch of different characters, and just mass battle and kill things. So,
and
I don't
play
know,
as Zelda, it looks like.
You call it Bloodbath style? I don't know.
Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah. They've got good sense, like Iron and Red Death Redemption.
Red Death Redemption.
Yes.
We know a lot about video games here on the Dice Tower
Clearly
channel.
we do. No, this is one I'm excited about, especially because I'm replaying Tears of the Kingdom, so I've been going through all the storyline, and also my daughter has been asking. She's like, "How come we can't play Zelda? How come I can't play the girl?" You know, and so because she's gotten into Breath of the Wild recently, and so this is one where she can play Zelda. You can combine weapons and Zonai devices and all of that to make bigger, cool weapons, and hopefully, I assume, use your powers and stuff too. That you get.
No, there's no powers in this game.
No special stones?
I don't know.
Magic stones?
You just throw rocks at things, that's it.
Teardrops of awesomeness. They probably have spears, right?
It looks interesting. This is a good motivation to add to the list of one day we'll get a Switch 2.
One day we will.
Yeah. All right, Eric, you
Cool,
want to go
cool.
next with your eye catcher?
I would love to, because I also have a video game. This
of an odd
is
idea.
a game called Baby Steps.
What?
Baby Steps.
What?
What
Yeah,
is
I'm
the-
concerned by the butt cheeks in that, guys. Oh.
Baby Steps is about a 35-year-old gentleman in an adult onesie who gets zapped to a surrealist mountain, and he must walk up the mountain. The problem is that if you just move the stick to make somebody walk like you do in countless other games, he will fall flat on his face. What you must do to get Nate to walk in this game is to pull a trigger which lifts up one of his legs and then lean with the stick to lean him forward, and then pick up the other foot with the other trigger and lean forward there, and then straighten the legs into a weird cadence so you sort of shuffle your way up the mountain. And you're going to get walk up, as you can see in the video here, have to walk up various obstacles, place your feet very carefully, and if you fall, you're going to fall very far, often to the bottom of the mountain, and get your onesie very dirty. There are actually you have to crawl over a bear, and he falls into a river, and the river is going to carry you all the way down the mountain. The best part, though, in addition to this being incredibly difficult and hilarious to try, is that these people will come up to you and offer help. They'll be like, "Here, I'm here to give you a map. I'm here to give you shoes. I'm here to give you some sort of assistance." And Nate's like, no, thank you. No. I'm good, thank you.
He doesn't want shoes?
And he refuses any help whatsoever. And all these people keep coming up like, "You really should listen to me." No, I'm good, thank you, goodbye. And he just are faced with climbing up this mountain. It is you have to be in the right mindset for this game. Like, I have only made it up a part of the way up this mountain, and then I fell all the way to the beginning of the game again. So you need to be willing to accept that, but it is a very funny game. And if you're looking for that sort of thing, look at him walk. Look at Nate go right there. Baby steps.
This
Good
looks like a
times.
party game. Like, mostly I just want to watch you
You
play
need to have an
this.
audience for this. Yeah, and then pass the controller around and
Yeah.
you try. You get up this mountain and walk along this path. But
Look at him do the stanky leg. That was really impressive.
He actually balances really well on one foot for how easily he falls on 2 feet.
if you go slowly enough. Yeah.
Wow.
That is the game, folks. Baby steps.
That just makes me really uncomfortable.
Now, if you had 4 hands, like Odd Glowdeck does, you could play the bear in this game, and you have multiple controllers, each controlling its separate individual limb.
This is actually Glowdeck's cousin. It's the one they don't talk about.
Normal Glowdeck.
Wow, this guy's good at this. I can't move that well up the mountain. Oh my goodness, this guy's great.
He's
I
playing
can't-
on Steam, that's why.
I can't move up the mountain that well in real life.
Wow, that's impressive work
He
right
doesn't
there.
use his arms to balance at all. Like, I feel like you need 2 other... Whoa, oh,
Homie.
that's a
Oh
slide.
no.
Homie.
Oh no. Okay, he made it. See, you could just sit here and watch this guy move around for a long time.
I love the sweat spots that just are appearing now.
That's the onesie damage slider option.
What are you doing?
Oh, no.
You were so close.
I can't keep watching this. This hurts my heart. Hey, I have a board game that was my eye catcher. More
board
technically,
game? How
a
novel.
card game.
But we
Yeah.
can watch this for the next hour.
I guess. Yeah, I guess it's kind of technically slow news time because all the big Essen releases just happened. But at the upcoming Tokyo Game Market, Vic Village, a publisher that I really like their little stuff. They've done a lot of cool, cute
That's a
trick-taking
cute
games and
cat.
stuff. Look at
He's
cats.
such a happy cat.
Happy cats come from
Eric,
California.
Chris is winning on pure cuteness factor.
I don't know.
That's
Eric's pretty
true.
close
This
to
is far cuter than Nate from
Now, if they
Baby
had
Steps.
this cat walking like that, I would be all in.
Oh,
That's
yes.
true.
Yes, that's true. I would play that game 100%. Cat, I think is pronounced. It's like cat and cafe, maybe mixed together. I don't know. But this is a trick-taking game where you are adorable little cats taking orders and serving
Oh, I think you pronounce it cate.
kate.
That's how you pronounce it.
Cat
Yeah, it's got the katakana on the bottom.
Okay,
yeah,
Eric, I didn't realize that you could read katakana. Go for it. Please educate me.
I think that's kate. Yeah, kate.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric. Steal all the talents in the world, okay? Well,
I've
anyway.
confirmed via my lack of skills that Eric is correct.
So this is from designer Leo, who also and artist Highwind, who also did Vivo, a game that I tremendously enjoy. They also did. Oh, there's another one they did another game with cats and dogs and lightning storms and stuff. So anyway, they just make all of these really, really adorable little trick takers and card games and stuff like this. So this is coming out of Tokyo Game Market August. You can see this is where the booth is going to be. I don't understand any of this. Eric, read this entire pamphlet for me, please.
So if you want the game, you have to go to where it's pointing on the screen.
How do you know these things, Eric? I didn't know you.
And those are the 3 games they'll have there.
I thought you wanted him to read it like 63, 62, 61, 55, 54. I was ready for this.
Oi. Surrounded
Oh,
by
there's Vivo.
weirdos. Yeah.
Tiggy.
Vivo. They also did Zoostar. This one fine line is about pizza.
Okay, why
Petir.
does pizza, like cartoon pizza, look so much more amazing than real life pizza? Like the way that the cheese strings, like all dogs go to heaven. I didn't like pizza as a kid, but that movie made me want to have pizza, and I was always so disappointed.
I wanted to be able to eat the honey that Winnie the Pooh eats, not like stupid, boring real life honey.
Yeah, honey sucks.
This.
Yeah, exactly. If you stick your hand in a jar of honey, you're gonna have a bad day. Like the rest of your day is just ruined at that point.
Can you imagine if you had fur too? That'd be so much worse.
I know. All right. Well, folks, we're going to jump to some contributors, and we'll be back with our top 10 list.
Hey, I'm Jordan. Let's talk about a weeknight game. I love deduction games. I know the last couple of years we've been so blessed with so many fantastic deduction games, and Weird Giraffe Games just came out with a really great 2-player deduction game called Logic and Lore. I think this one is really nice. It is a thematic sequel to a trick-taking game that they have from a couple years ago. And this is not a trick-taking game. This is a straight logical deduction game. And you are just going to have a bunch of numbers in front of you, 1 through 9, and they're going to be all mixed up. And in the middle is the numbers 1 through 9, and then your opponent has 1 through 9 all mixed up on their side, and they're all face down. And you are going to be putting out these dragons on the middle section. Those are going to allow you to ask certain questions. You're going to flip 2 cards so you can't see them and your opponent sees them, and you're going to kind of ask a series of questions about those numbers, and then you're going to be able to rearrange some cards or move some cards here, move some cards there, swap these 2 cards. You kind of get to do what you want. And then whenever you feel like you're ready, like I'm good, I got this, you flip over all your cards, and if you're right, you win. If you're wrong, you lose. Really great. Some of the questions don't seem like they're really going to give you a ton of good information, but they really do. I'm really impressed with kind of how they put this together. There's a bunch of different modules in the box as well, which is fun. So there's a lot of gameplay in this, but honestly, even just base game, really great one. Logic and lore. Check it out if you want a 2-player deduction game without a ton of overhead and like component kind of stuff. This was really streamlined and really nice. There you go. I'm Jordan. Thanks.
Happy breakfast, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I have just got back from Essen Spiel as I record this. I'm not 100% sure when you'll see it, but I have come home and, well, brought a chunk of Essen Spiel with me. If you haven't been to Spiel, you will see long queues of people queuing up for games, lots of demo tables for the latest hotness. You'll see, well, floods of people getting in, moving through the sort of corridors between the booths. You won't see much open gaming, unfortunately, because that just doesn't sort of happen at Spiel. But it's still a lot of fun to go to the event. This year I went for the Thursday and the Friday, and with their new sort of ticketing system, you bought individual days, and that actually worked quite well, but there was definitely still some issues with Hall 3, which is where the Dice Tower were, in sort of the hobby gaming area. That's where most people went. The other halls were definitely quieter, but you couldn't get your picture with some of the Dice Tower crew. For me, if I had to pick a standout game, it would probably at the moment be Orbiter. Now, this is from Korea Board Games, and it's a 2-player card game. Like a lot of card games recently, where they've tried the quirkiness of you can't change the order of your hand. That's what Orbiter has. You're trying to sort of play these cards to earn the sets of the different colours, but you need your opponent to at least have some. So you want the majority of greens, but not all the greens, because otherwise it's not worth any points to you. I like that. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this very quick, tactically sort of feeling 2-player card game. But let me know if you went or you've been to another convention recently, what was the standout game for you? Let us know in the comment section below and enjoy the rest of your breakfast.
Hello and welcome back. It's time for our top 10 list. I'm in the lead of the top 10 list. I get to introduce the topic of the list today. We are hungry, you see, and we're looking forward to Thanksgiving coming up next week. And so our top 10 list today is going to be our top 10 fall desserts. But before I jump into my first selection, I have to remind you that you, our fine audience, our fine chat today, are in charge of our number 1 selection for the top 10. So if you have a favorite fall dessert, put those in the chat, type them in, and I will select one somewhere in the midpoint of the top 10 list, and maybe you could be immortalized right here on Board Game Breakfast with your favorite fall dessert.
I'm pretty sure we're going to begin all the good ones, though, so I don't know if there's going to be anything left. Yeah, we did pick the good ones. You're going to get the leftovers, the crumbs. Well, let's see. Would anyone have chosen my number 1 selection? And that is spiced apple rings. So this is, that's the stuff. Those look terrible.
That's the stuff. So this is more of a side dish than a dessert, really. But it is a summer or family tradition to have these on the Thanksgiving table. They are, as it appears, they're basically maraschino apple rings. And with some cinnamon and other spices. They look like an electric red. This is like tiefling red. It is something, and they've been very difficult to find here in the Northeast recently. So we've taken to trying to make our own and sort of like do a homemade version. But I still pine for the jarred version of spiced apple rings. That's number 10.
Okay, so as I was looking, I have so many questions. As I was looking for these pictures, I saw a recipe where they stick hot tamales in it. So does it taste like hot tamales? Or does it like taste like cinnamon bears, or does it taste more like cranberry sauce?
It tastes like cinnamon. Like hot tamales aren't. I guess they are. They are pretty spicy, but usually it's a cinnamon flavor and not a hot cinnamon flavor.
Okay, so not like the fake candy version.
They're candied apple rings, yeah.
Okay, but they taste like apple. Like they taste like cinnamon applesauce.
They are apple, yes.
Do you taste the apple more than the cinnamon, or do you taste the cinnamon more than the apple? And what makes them red?
I don't want to ask these questions.
That's fair. Some
I
things
don't
are better
really
off not.
want to know what the apple dye or what the red dye is in there, but I do think they're tasty.
Okay.
I want to try one, but I don't want to buy a whole jar. You know?
I'll have the
know.
leftovers. Have a couple and send the rest to me.
Have a couple. Whew, that's a big ask. That's
Yeah.
like a bite.
That might be
Once
more
you
commitment
pop,
than
you
we're
can't
willing
stop.
to.
Oh, do you like? Would it be good on ice cream? Like one of these on top of your vanilla ice cream?
Sure.
It would melt the ice
I'm
cream
all for that.
instantly with its
I would
stank
try that.
factor.
You would have red ice cream, but yes.
All right. Well, on to mine number 9. Go ahead and click it. Warm drinks. I love going to holiday parties or fall parties, and someone has that like crock pot of something delicious and warm. I never make cider. Chris is not really a fan, and I'm like, what do I do with a whole big pot of cider? But when you go to a party and there's like someone's made that whole concoction with the cloves and the cinnamon and the orange juice and the apple juice and all that shebang, or the like little hot chocolate bars, I just really enjoy sweet, warm, desserty drinks. It's just very, very fall to me.
You get a lot more enjoyment from sweet drinks than I do typically.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
So much. I would drink all my calories if it was legal.
Yeah, my family used to make a spiced punch, basically, that was in one of those carafes and heated up. And I think, though, that they probably just dumped a jar of the spiced apple rings into there and let that steep for a little while. I don't know if I know
ruined my pick.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm out.
When we get home tonight, I'm just going to blend a bunch of hot tamales. So we'll have a nice smoothie.
Like a tamale? Like a Mexican tamale?
No, the
We
candies.
can blend those.
The candies.
Not a no drink, though.
I don't know which I would like less. Hey, number 8 for me is caramel apples. Let's talk about something good finally. So caramel apples is one of those things that I almost didn't put on the list because I don't think of them. And when I see one, I'm like, caramel apple, that's fine. And then I have one and I go, this is so good. I don't know why I have that idiot factor of myself where I never think that this is something I'm going to just like adore and love. But as soon as I'm eating one, it's great. Especially you get some of those with like the chocolate drizzle drazzle on top, and you stick the M&Ms with the peanuts, or like, you can go.
Oh.
Some of those
Yeah.
people go bananas.
Well, you buy them for like $20 at the store. You know what I mean? You go to one of those like mall shops or casino shops, or I don't know. I'm from Vegas, so you go to like the fancy malls and they have them in a kiosk, and you're like, oh, $20 for one apple. But that thing is like as much caramel and candy and topping as it is apple.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I think that might be worth it, man.
So I think the quantity, the size is the important factor here. Your picture here, perfect. That's an apple-sized unit with lovely sweet things on the outside. You could sprinkle some stuff on it, maybe a little bit of a drizzle, you're fine. But Wendy, what you're talking about, the $20 apple that is basically an inch of chocolate with an entire candy section around it, that's too much. Like
no.
the apple is one gigantic. That's way too much. You have to start slicing it into pieces. It's more like a birthday cake at that point than it is a caramel apple.
That's how I
I
want
do
it.
enjoy that. I do enjoy having it kind of cut up and split and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have like an entire campfire's worth of s'mores crumbled and glued to my apple to finally make apples taste good.
See, I learned how to make these, but you make them in batches of like 24, and there's no reason in my life in the last few years that I've needed to make 24 caramel apples.
You got to sell them at that point. They're like puppies.
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
get rid of them, get them out of the house.
Yeah, I used to do it as like a church fundraiser.
Yeah, I used to do it as
for
a
the
fundraiser,
teenage
so it
groups,
was a good recipe for that. But man, yeah.
All right, moving on. What you got for us,
Moving
Eric?
on, something a lot simpler and easy and bite-sized. My favorite holiday cookie is the Snickerdoodle. My wife makes these every year, and there's always the ritual because you have to get fresh cream of tartar because that stuff goes bad. It's not going to work if it's been on the shelf for a year or two. No, you got to go get some fresh stuff. And so there's the ritual of getting the new cream of tartar, mixing it in the cookies, making a fresh batch, and getting those warm out of the oven. Oh, man. I will eat a few of those even though I shouldn't. Snickerdoodles, oh yeah.
Snickerdoodles are good. Are you a fan of Snickerdoodles? Because you're not a big cinnamon thing person.
Yeah,
Chris.
they're good. They're good.
They're sweet enough and lacking in cinnamon enough.
Yeah, they have that. They have like a little dusting of cinnamon on them, but overall it's mostly cookie. So
It is interesting
it's
how
that cream of tartar that gets me.
Yeah, it's interesting how Snickerdoodles are very specifically a cream of tartar cookie. You know, none of this baking powder, none of that stuff.
It's the only thing we use it for. I mean, we buy a new jar of cream of tartar, use an 1/8 of it or a 1/16 of it, and then it sits on the shelf and goes bad, and then we never use it again.
If you need to stabilize egg whites to make macarons, then you could use it for that too.
Yeah, dummy. Why are you letting all your cream of tartar go bad?
It's great for stabilizing meringues, yeah.
All right, next top 10 list is going to be top 10 uses of cream of tartar.
There's
Save
two.
the Summer family $5 in waste.
You could probably put it in your clothing the way you do baking soda. Does that work? It's an acid.
Put it in your washing machine. All right, Wendy,
Okay.
moving along.
All right, mine is cheesecakes. You can eat cheesecake year round, but this is the season for the cheesecake. The reason for the season is deliciousness. In fact, I went to Aldi's recently and I found like it was in the freezer section sitting in a different pile, like it wasn't in the dessert area, but I found this pack of like gluten-free sample cheesecakes and I grabbed it and I was like, I'm going to save this for Thanksgiving. And then we found out we're actually like last minute traveling for Thanksgiving. So we just ate it all over the weekend. It was so good.
It's pretty nice.
I love cheesecake.
Yeah, I love early cheesecake too. All right, number 5 coming from me here. We've got peach cobbler. Now, cobbler is one of those things you can kind of make it year round, right? It's a very campfireable type of dessert, but also having it right with like the Thanksgiving stuff. Oh yeah. Scoop some ice cream on top of it. Eric, important question.
Yeah.
Do you have cobbler? Do you eat cobbler?
I will certainly eat cobbler. I know there's all those rules about what makes a cobbler versus a pie versus a crumble.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them. But when you eat the cobbler, do you put ice cream on it or do you do it sans ice cream?
I would want ice cream on a cobbler.
Yeah, that's kind of okay.
You're saying I picked the wrong pictures because there's no a la mode involved.
Oh no, it comes later, right? But this is emphasizing the cobbler part of it. But yeah, I was really surprised that a good number of people I know actually eat cobbler without the ice cream, and I think that that's wrong. So peach or cherry,
Well,
or
here's
really
the
any
thing:
cobbler.
is if you're making cobbler for camping, you obviously don't have ice cream.
right,
like,
if you're
it just
having it
doesn't
at
work that way.
Thanksgiving, you're having the ice cream,
Yes, or whipped cream.
or you bring
I do like whipped cream on pie.
or you bring a freezer, not a freezer, an ice chest camping.
Oh, with fried ice.
Fried ice.
Dried ice.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, that's my pick. Cobbler, baby.
Well, you mentioned putting ice cream on pie, so my number 4 selection is the apple pie. Apples are doing a lot of the heavy lifting on this list today, but I love the layering of an apple pie. The mix of different types of apples to get the stuff that melts and breaks down, and the structure of other types of apples, and how you decide to layer it. And my wife makes a fantastic crust. It is one of the absolute highlights. It is definitely a splurge point for me at holiday eating. Apple pie with some nice vanilla ice cream. I love it. And I'll even have it with the weird Vermont way where you have it with cheddar cheese too.
What?
I would be down for that. I really like sweet
That's a thing,
cheese.
to have a slice of cheddar cheese with your apple pie.
Yeah.
What
So you
do
can like
you
mix
do?
up the flavors, or do you eat them together?
I would eat them together, yeah.
Okay.
Man,
I would do that.
the 13 colonies, they had a rough start.
Well, I love chocolate
life.
chips and cheese together. So this
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh, that's odd. Okay, I mean, I would try it, but it's odd. We can all admit that it's odd. You admitted it, so interesting.
Apple
All right.
pie is such a good standard. Such a good standard. All right, last one on my list is the cream cheese pumpkin roll. This is honestly one of those I don't have very often because I don't have a good gluten-free recipe for this, but there's something that's so good about that moist pumpkin bread with the cream cheese, especially if it's like a whipped cream cheese filling. Oh, it's just so delectable and sweet, and the flavors, they just complement each other so well. And it's one of those that looks really, really pretty. Like when I make a pie, it's not a really pretty pie. Like I don't do the fancy lattice work and all that stuff. But like you make a pumpkin roll and it's a pinwheel, like it's just pretty. It just looks good.
It has a wow factor to it that
Yeah.
it's like hypnotic. It's mesmerizing, I would say.
It's like, eat me.
Now, do you
Swear.
slice yours
Wow.
do you slice yours with the string with the floss or the
No.
the gag wire that
No.
secret agents
I
use?
cut mine with a machete.
I use a fancy serrated knife and use the natural weight and the serration of the knife to create the cut so it doesn't mush it.
Serrated? Not all of us own fancy French cooking knives.
It's called a
Wendy.
bread knife.
You gotta use
Use
the
it on
string
bread.
if you're gonna do the Martha Stewart perfect.
You like stick it under, wrap it over,
And
pull.
whoop, yeah.
I do that when I make cinnamon rolls to cut, but that's like before, not after it's baked.
That's fair. All right, number 2 coming from me here, and then Eric was going to be picking the number 1 choice from the chat here.
I'm picking.
He's picking and he's helping. Pumpkin pie, baby.
More pumpkin.
Now, if you're not lathering this thing with Cool Whip or whipped cream or ice cream, then you have a very good dessert, but you mix it with some of that creaminess, and then you have a top-tier dessert. I love a good pumpkin pie. As Wendy alluded to, I don't love it when it's too spiced, too much cinnamon in it, but like I really, just kind of a little bit more mellow, bring out some more of the creaminess, and man, this is one of my favorite
Are you
desserts of the season.
specifically pumpkin over sweet potato when it comes to pie?
Yes. Sweet potato
Okay.
pie is aight. It's aight. You know what I mean? I think we can all agree. Chat, just type in aight if you think that sweet potato pie is aight, and that Chris is clearly correct with pumpkin pie.
How do you spell ait?
Aight.
A-E-I-T-E-F?
I'll leave that for you to
R-U-Q?
discover on your own.
Z-Z-Y.
All right, Eric, what's going to be the number 1 pick here?
All right, so there are a lot of great suggestions and some that fit along similar lines to what we've been talking about. So I went with Ichabe, I-C-H-H-A-B-E, just for the audacity to state there is only one dessert, vanilla ice cream with cloudberries and a glass of cognac poured over it. I have never seen this. It sounds fascinating, and I now need to experience or at least look at it from a distance.
What is a cloudberry?
I don't know, and I want to learn.
Okay, I was like, is this a specific type of berry? Or is this like a cloudberry, but it's like really something else that has nothing
Oh, maybe
to do
it's
with
like a
berries?
breakfast cereal.
It's just a caramel apple injected with grape juice.
Oh, do you remember when they came out with those apples? They had grapples for a little bit, and that's basically what it was. Is it had like grape flavoring put in your apple somehow.
Cloudberries are super pretty, I tell you what.
Oh, those are pretty.
Those look like, you're talking about Hyrule Warriors, that looks like something you eat and you'll restore half a heart.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's pretty
are
nice.
very
Now I
pretty.
really want it.
All right.
Okay.
Also, at the bottom, I'm stealing another one that I just want to put up on the screen because it's hilarious. The hot take on pumpkin pie is the only thing that should taste like pumpkin pie.
Wait, where is that?
Towards the go up a little bit. It said
Oh, yeah, this one right here?
no.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah. Oh, is this one right here? All right, cool.
Yeah. Keep scrolling. Oh, there we go. Joseph Ferguson.
Okay, right here.
No, sweet potato. Yes, pumpkin pie is
Yeah.
the only thing that should taste like pumpkin pie spice.
That's fair. That's fair. I think
agree.
I agree with that.
Agree with your hot take.
All right, folks, we got another block of contributors here, and then we're coming back with a game show that I'm excited to lead off. And, everyone's going to be wrong. It's going to be great.
All right. Picking protocols. Speed. fire. Wait, what's happening? What's happening? Why is he going so fast? Why is it getting hot? Heidi!
What happened?
I make speed with fire, with protocols, and I need
With fire? Why would you do that?
Oh, please fix it!
Oh my goodness!
I'm so sorry!
Oh, you're such a buffoon!
I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry!
Here, take these to
I'm
practice.
sorry!
Oh, you must be so ashamed.
I'm sorry!
Ah.
I'm so sorry!
No!
Compile is a head-to-head two-player card game where players race against each other to complete 3 different protocols. You complete a protocol when you play a total number of cards with a combined strength of 10 or plus. And when you play a card, you activate unique abilities. The unique twist of the game is that at the beginning of each game, you pick 3 different protocols, each with his own unique play style to create your deck. Nate the Dragon, are you win, Compile?
The game starts with choosing your protocol. You can lose the game even before the game starts by selecting the wrong protocols. You need to pick protocols that are diverse in their strategy and can also counter your opponents.
What is your favorite protocol?
Favorite protocol has to be speed. This game is about speed. It's about tempo. And if you have the speed, if you can score a protocol very, very quickly, it'll put your opponent on their back heels.
Last advice?
Last advice, if you're on the back of your heels, you have to stay tactical, stay cool, stay collective. You can come back in this game, but you just have to be mindful of what your opponent can do and react appropriately.
Stay cool.
Stay cool.
That's his advice. Stay cool,
That's
youngsters out there. Reached your play card.
All right, I do it.
I practiced all afternoon. Compire.
Compire.
This is a segment where we take a look at a board game based on an IP and tell if the IP and the mechanisms match. Today, we're looking at Basket Case. On your turn, you can play as many cards as you have or want to play, gain extra action on any of your turns. The actions are you can move into a space, you can always move diagonal. So if I wanted to move over there, that would be fine. And action could be just to look at this. Okay, so this is draw 2 cards. Great. I'll put it back down. Or I can swap 2 of these if I wanted to and change their location. So those are all of the actions. After everybody's taking their turn actions, you'll just flip over cards and then go face up in front of everybody. Say these are 3 players over here. Your cards will go face up so everybody can see. If an attack card is played, whoever has this is going to get -1 cheeseburger. They'll keep this card to the end of the game, but all of these will be flipped over. So if you were here, you draw a card. If you were here, you would draw 2. Here, nothing would happen. Nothing would happen. This one says draw 2 cards. This one, you'd be where he's attacked. So you're going to get one of these if you're that player, which will give you -3 cheeseburgers at the end of the game. Once 3 of these cards have been out and you've done 3 attacks, then the game will end. You end up all that attack phase again. Then whoever has the most cheeseburgers will be the winner of the game. So this game is based on a B movie called Basket Case. And in that one, there's these Siamese twins. They're out getting revenge, and he likes to eat cheeseburgers, and all of that is in the game. The hotel that you're in the movie is right here, and you will have feeding him cheeseburgers, which are victory points. Now, the game mechanisms aren't the strongest. So if you're looking for a game, it's more of a party game, beer and pretzels type thing. I think it works for that. But do the IP and the mechanisms work? Yeah, kind of, maybe like in a 5 or a 6. I think that what you're doing and trying to stay away from him and i.e. not be unalived by him, I think all that works in here. And I think with the cheeseburgers and getting victory points, but the game mechanics aren't the strongest. You flip over a card and you get 3 victory points. I flip over a card and I get 1 victory point or none. I don't know if that is the greatest thing, but in a beer and pretzels kind of way, it works. And you have the deduction of going to the rooms, you can peek and move the baskets around. I think all that is happening. It's like musical chairs, but you don't want to be the one that's left out. So I think as the IP and the mechanism, I think it works fine. This is the only option if you want to play a board game based on this film. And I think that's a really small niche market that's going to have. So everything from the movie is here, but I don't know if it's the strongest implementation of it either. So maybe like a 5 out of 10 on the IP and the mechanisms working together.
Need to make a bumper that says game show.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Even more reviews. What are we reviewing, Chris?
My game show. This is something that I came up with for a long-lost, short-lived series called Pirate Breakfast back in the day. Back when there used to be... So this is predating Board Game Smorgasbord. And this is while there used to be 2 breakfasts in a week, Monday breakfast and Thursday. And so when Tom, Z, and Mike weren't, who was hosting Thursday breakfast? It was Tom, Z, and Stephen Bonacore. And so Tom suggested, he said, hey, how about Mike, Chris, and Dan Hughes do every once in a while, do something called Pirate Breakfast, where they take over the Thursday breakfast slot.
Hardy har har har.
I think it lasted all of 3 episodes. We did 3 of them.
I think I found a folder in my audio production stuff that was about Pirate Breakfast, and I was like, what was that? Now you've explained it.
Back.
Yeah.
You know, Smorgasbord doesn't even exist anymore. So anyway, this predates a show that predates. Anyway, so the point being, I came up with a game show that I really liked, and I want to bring it back out. This is a game show called Yes, But How Wrong? So I'm going to ask each of you a numerical-based trivia question, and you're going to answer it to the best of your ability. Your opponent will then say, insult you, insult your honor, insult your family, your cow, whatever it may be, and say, Eric, you fool, you are wrong. And then the person who is told that they were wrong has to respond, yes, but how wrong? And then it is up to the other person to say whether they were wrong in the ones place of the numerical answer, the tens place, the hundreds, the thousands, the 10,000, so on and so forth.
Gazillionth. Gigatrillionth.
Eric, the
Okay.
first question is to you. In honor of
Excellent.
the Thanksgiving season.
You're wrong, Eric. You're wrong.
You jump in the gun.
Oh, so I was really excited.
Too early.
What number of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade are we going to be graced with in a matter of a few days?
This will be the 67th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Wrong, I tell you, wrong. In the ones place.
Wait, no. But Eric has to say, yes, but how wrong?
Yes, but how wrong, Wendy?
By the oneses.
You think that there were 60-something Macy's Thanksgiving Day parades?
Sure. I think Eric actually got this right.
That would be a weird
I
twist
have
of fate.
no idea what number we're on with Thanksgiving. If you told me it was in the 30s or the 80s or the 200s, I would just agree.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade actually predates the United States of America.
Yes.
No. So the answer is that this is going to be the 99th Thanksgiving Day Parade. 100 will be celebrated in 2026.
I can't believe you came up with that number, Eric. You were
I said I was actually
wrong.
low. Yeah.
But he was wronger than you were right. Or he was righter than you. Anyway, so Eric, points to Eric. And those are all of the holiday Thanksgiving-based questions I could find on short notice. So, Wendy, the question to you is, how many miles of roads are there in the United States interstate system?
There is 26,252 miles of road.
Wendy,
in the
that's
interstate
totally wrong. How would you even get that? You're wrong.
I did the math in my head right now. I'm a human calculator.
Wrong response.
Oh, I'm sorry. How wrong, Eric?
Yes,
You're wrong in the 10,000th space.
Oh, so you think that Wendy is
way
off by over 10,000 miles. Eric, you would be correct. There are 47,432 miles in the United States interstate system.
Point for Eric.
Point.
Yay! I kind of understand this game now.
All right.
All right.
Now, jumping up to 2 points per question to
Oh,
ramp
dang.
things up here.
This is serious.
Game balance.
Eric, in the Back to the Future trilogy, how many unique times do we see the DeLorean time jump? So not counting scenes...
The entire trilogy.
In the entire trilogy. So not counting times where you see in the second movie them repeating, playing back the clip from the first movie, anything like that. How many unique time jumps do we see from the DeLorean time machine?
We see 7 actual uses of the DeLorean.
That is incorrect, sir.
What? How wrong am I?
By like 1 or 2. Definitely one's place.
The two's place.
We
Wendy's
actually
and-
just
And going
We just
non-Euclidean.
rewatched this.
You
Okay.
think he's wrong by factor of by the ones?
By the
place.
oneses. If you're talking about like completely unique circumstances, not every time you see the tire treads on fire,
Not
but
repeating.
like not repeating
the
tire
same
treads.
Wendy, I'm sorry to say that there are 14 time jumps.
Really?
Yeah, and not including the train either. The not to spoil this movie that's 25 years old, but the
There's a time train. Yeah.
The train came back. We thought it was a goner, but the train came back.
That
Wendy.
Okay, I thought we were in the single digits, but
Yeah.
I thought this was a trick
No,
question.
It's all good.
There's a lot of off-screen DeLorean zaps as well. It's like the car drives away and then it just goes poof. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gone now.
Well, then the dog goes on a couple trips by himself, you know? There's like, the dog's gone. Now the dog's
that's
back.
one trip that the dog goes by
Well, a
himself.
couple trips meaning there and back, see? Is that
That's
considered
one time jump.
That's one.
That's one time jump.
Well, it was technically two because it went and then it came back.
No, it didn't.
You're wrong.
Yes, but how wrong is she? All the way wrong. Moving along. Wendy, the question to you is, orbiting the 8 known and scientifically accepted planets of the solar system, how many moons are there?
There are 27 moons.
Wendy, you're totally wrong.
But how wrong, Eric? How wrong?
I think you're wrong in the hundreds place.
Eric is really good at this game, folks. There are 416 known moons orbiting.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I went to space camp twice.
Wait, what planet has over 100 moons?
Eric.
Jupiter has a whole bunch. And Saturn, I think, has a bunch.
Okay,
Saturn.
well, I went to sea camp, and I thought for the longest time that a sea dollar was a
sand
sea
dollar.
urchin. A sand dollar? Yeah, sand dollar that was just a sea urchin that was stepped on. Because one of the teachers said that, and I believed it.
Stupid jokes that adults
Stupid
say, and
CQ.
kids are like, yep, that has to be true because you're wearing a polo, and therefore...
And we're on your boat.
Yep, you know everything. You work for the aquarium.
Yeah.
Jupiter has, I think, 96 moons, and Saturn has over 200. Yeah, it's over 200. Might be like 200.
Those aren't even moons anymore. Are you sure they're moons are not just space debris? Like, I don't know if I believe this.
What is a
Take
moon?
it up with NASA.
But
Does-
space debris.
Does science really know anything science-y? Really?
That's a good point. Eric, the question to you. Eric, by the way, has...
All the points.
Yeah, 6
All
points.
the points.
That's the next question is how many points does Eric have above Wendy? We're wrong by the hundredths place.
All right, going to 4 points a question. This could be huge. Eric Michael Summerer. Speaking of
Yes.
famous Michaels, what is Michael Jordan's NBA, or, NBA, I mistyped that. NBA.
It's a different question.
Yeah, I didn't know he had an NBA. Yeah. What is Michael Jordan's NBA total point score?
All right. Michael Jordan, over the course of his career, scored 14,652 points.
Lies. Lies that you are spreading, sir.
But how big of a lie, Wendy? How big of a lie?
By the thousands.
Thousands?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Eric was more wrong than that. He was wrong in the 10,000s place. Therefore, he gets the points. Michael Jordan's NBA point scoring total was 32,292.
That was closer than I thought I was going to get.
Wow. I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed.
Wendy,
I'm a big
the question
basketball
to you now.
fan.
All the points for this question. If I get this correct, I win the entire game.
It's the only way
points
this
work.
is interesting, yes.
All right. Let's do it. Let's make this question for no reason worth. Eric has 10 points. This is an 11-point question. 'Cause I'm in
11-point
charge.
question.
baby.
Ding, ding.
Wendy, the question to you is, what is Michael Jordan's Major League Baseball total run count?
Michael Jordan's.
Michael Jordan played 127 games in the MLB.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when he
did you
quit
watch that
basketball.
documentary
That's
called
like the
Space Jam?
subject of Space Jam.
So how many home runs did he make?
How many runs did
Just
he
how many
Runs,
runs?
yeah. Runs.
Okay. How many runs did he make? How many? Okay.
He played, mind you, 127 games in between his very successful basketball career, MLB, very successful basketball career.
I'm gonna say 127, baby. One a game.
Oh, you are wrong, Wendy.
Yeah, I know, but how wrong, Eric?
Oh,
How
you're wrong in the hundreds place.
For all the monies.
He said 127 runs.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he only made 46. Eric wins. Eric got 21 points.
He got all the points.
It's a blackjack.
Good job,
It's
Eric.
blackjack. I got blackjack in pirate game.
If you were to have bet on this game, would you have bet that you'd win by a difference of in the tens place against me?
No, I would have bet on a squeaker, a 1-point win.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I probably would have bet on the tens place. I'm terrible at trivia. But it's an interesting game, though.
You don't have to be good at trivia.
You don't have to be good at trivia.
You just have to basically insult the other player, and you guys did great at that. So you know what? In honor of that, 8 spirit points each.
Oh,
Wait,
I made
so
it on the
now
board.
I win by the same amount.
But I made it on the board.
No, to clarify, these are not points. These are spirit points. These go towards your sportsmanship awards at the end of the
Trophies
season.
for everyone.
Yay!
I can't afford trophies. Those are lies. You are wrong, Eric.
Can I
But how
exchange my
wrong,
spirit
Chris?
points for fall dessert points? Like brownie points, but instead for fall desserts specifically?
Yes.
Like cheesecake? Can
Cheesecake
you buy me
points,
another
yeah.
cheesecake?
That's at the Cheesecake Factory. You can get cheesecake points.
Yeah, but those aren't gluten-free.
Do they have gluten-free cheesecake
They actually
points?
probably do now. I don't know.
I think they
haven't been there
do.
in
Yeah.
decades.
I don't know. All right, you tell me a restaurant that has gluten-free points, and then we'll earn those points. But 8 spirit points to each of our players, and a real win to Eric Summer. So thanks for playing my ridiculous throwback game to old Pirate Breakfast. I made a great theme song for Pirate Breakfast and everything too. I recorded the guitar work on that one, and I was really proud of it. So
Wow. Well,
But
we can
that's-
bring that back for the game show theme.
that could be it. That could be it.
It
Eric,
could.
thank you for the great idea. 10 spirit points.
Hey!
Now I win in spirit points.
You should add it to the pirate RPG. Give me my points.
No.
Points, please.
All right, folks, that has been Board Game Breakfast here on the Dice Tower. I'd like to thank our sponsor, GripMat. We'd also like to say that, hey, we've got a full week of cool content going up. The first of 10 videos titled The 12 Games of Christmas is going up today. We'll have another one up tomorrow, and then I think 2 a day kind of throughout the rest of the week. So if you're looking for recommendation shopping guide type of stuff for hot, cool games, newer focus, but also a couple of old standbys, then yeah, check out the 12 Games of Christmas series that we're doing on the channel this week.
Yeah.
As well as most of our, I think all of our normal live shows, the top 10 list, the crowd surfing, what's happening tomorrow, all that stuff.
And if you want to know where your name is, if you backed the Kickstarter, you have to watch everything.
That's the law. Eric, any podcast news coming from your side of things?
A new episode of the podcast coming up tomorrow morning. I have to edit that this afternoon. We're talking about board games that appeal to role players. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to do role-playing games that appeal to board gamers. Plus, if you're going to PAX Unplugged, come see me, track me down. I will be hiding, but I will be teaching Hot Streak in a banana suit. So that'll be fun.
Don't slip.
Not sure what you mean by hiding, but good luck with that.
Oh, you know what? There is
Banner costume.
There is a combined Q&A with Milla and Jenny about Dice Tower East and more.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So if you are interested in Dice Tower East, go to
Which you should be.
dicetowereast.com. You should be. Eric guaranteed that he will bring his banana costume from PAX. So a promise is a promise.
To East?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Maybe.
You're not renting it, are you?
No, I own a banana costume.
Eric owns a banana costume but rents his tuxedos, unlike most people.
I actually own my tux as well.
Aww.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Eric will guarantee wear his tuxedo and banana costume at Dice Tower East. So go to Dice Tower East. I don't know about that part, but I'm going to make the banana costume come true. Dreams do come true, kids.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Wendy Yi.
I'm Chris Yi.
I'm Eric Summerer. So long.
Farewell.
Advitas and goodbye.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.